This is the 5800 X3D, released in April of 2022. I currently have a Ryzen 7 5800X in my PC right now, and I never thought of upgrading it until I moved into the next platform, which is AM5. But I found this 5800 X3D for a steal, essentially $50, after I sell my 5800X. Honestly, I never thought of even upgrading because I saw these figures from Hardware Unboxing, and check them out. Great channel, love them, get a lot of good information there. But if you take a look here, 1080p, average 15% faster. I'm like 15% for $450, which was the release price. Even at $350 or $300, I was like 15% upgrade. And at 1440p, which I game it, it's only 9% faster. So you can understand why I'm like reluctant to even buy this chip, right? Reluctant. But I got such a good a deal on it, I could not say no.
What follows is a brief construction montage.
Loop is drained. I'm just gonna take this tube out. We gotta take all this out. She's gutted. That was a lot of thermal paste. Alright, loop is good to go.
We hope you enjoyed this brief construction montage.
I'm gonna start off things with Monster Hunter Wilds, clearly my favorite game. You did a lot of videos about it, love it. 1440p, high settings, and the 5800X is getting 48 frames, and we're getting 62 low 60s with the 5800X 3D. We're still not maxing out our GPU, but man, that's a pretty dang big jump. In some parts, it's like almost, it's kind of in line with the figures from Hardware Unbox, but I'm enjoying it. It's really nice. That's a great jump on performance if you ask me. And then after, I was not expecting this, not even a little bit. I don't know how this happened, but we're getting 100 more frames at 1440p in Marvel's Rivals, and I actually had to turn the GPU down a little bit to see if I can ink a little bit more out of it. It's 100 frame difference, 100 frame. And that's not the only game. Here in Power World, I'm ultra settings 1440p. I can't even max out the GPU. I plug in the 5800X3D, I'm getting 180 frames. I had to turn down the GPU because it was holding back the CPU. So I had to downclock the fidelity, the settings, just so it was crazy, guys. This is, I don't even have a script. This was insane when I saw this. I was like, how is this even possible? How is this more than double the frame rate? And I continue to get results like this in almost every title I tested, including Cyberpunk, which I didn't know was a CPU heavy game, because when I plugged in that 5800X3D, I got nearly double the frames with the 5800X3D. It is insane, and it worked very similar in Space Marines 2, RuneScape, Dragon Wilds, Helldivers 2. In Schedule 1, we got double the frames as well. I did have to turn down the settings and use a little bit of upscaling to get those frames, but that is not the point, guys. That's not the point. The point is that the 5800X3D is so much faster than the 5800X, and those figures we saw earlier don't add up. They don't add up, and I do not know why exactly. Maybe because they're averages, but they don't add up.
Guys, to say that I'm impressed with this CPU would be an understatement. This thing is a beast. Right now, we do have our settings dumbed down to low with performance on FSR, so the picture looks like crap, right? But what we're trying to do is make sure the GPU doesn't work too hard, because we normally get around 60 to 70 frames here, and we're damn near double that right now. Damn near double that. It's wild how good this CPU is. Insane to me how well this freaking plays. Just for the hell of it, we'll play with some proper settings and we'll see what our frames are. We're also going to turn this to quality. This is kind of what I would try to play with. And our GPU is maxed out. We're getting about kind of where we were before, but a little bit more. 77 or our GPU is definitely working hard. This freaking CPU has brought this 3090 to its knees. That's for dang sure. So what I'm just going to do, what can I do to offset some of this? This is wild. This is crazy to me. Like, I actually have to turn down, I can't max out my settings anymore. I guess that's the big takeaway. I used to just go ultra everything, but now with this CPU, I can't necessarily do that if I want to keep my, I have options now. If I want to get higher frame rate, I'm gonna have to take down my graphical settings now, which, like I said, wasn't a problem before. So if I'm on medium quality, I can get 90 frames. Didn't have that option before. Even the only way I could do that was with FrameGen. And if I do FrameGen now, and this is not even on the secondary graphics card using lossless, this is just using native frame generation. 139 frames, 142 frames? You kidding me? 120 frames? I have to do more testing with this, but I'm going to say this right now to anybody that is watching this and you're in AM4 and you have a pretty good graphics card. You know, I'm saying 3080 and up. You know, I mean, you're in the maybe even a 7000 series from AMD or something, or even a 40 series and you're at AM4. If you're not rocking the 5800 X3D, what are you doing? You need to be on there, or you should have been moved to the AM5 and get either the 78 or the 9800 X3D or the 7950 X3D, one or the other. You should be on the X3D. If you're a gamer and you're not using the X3D and you do have high-end GPU, I don't know what you're doing, because this is ridiculous. I didn't think it was going to be this good. I was thinking 10 to 20 more frames, which I'm getting way more than. Way more than. Some titles is literally double. And yes, I understand I'm dumbing down the graphics on some of them, but I'm not testing the GPU. I'm testing the CPU. And the fact of the matter is the 5800X couldn't do that. Even if you dumb down the graphics, it doesn't matter because it was bottlenecked by the CPU. So now that the CPU is a beast, now the GPU is bottlenecking the CPU. I'm not going to upgrade this GPU for damn sure. Because there's really no point, because if you go to 9070 XT, then it's going to be the same thing that we had, so we have to move to AM5. So we're kind of locked in now until we upgrade the whole system, which I'm fine with, because I'm hoping that to upgrade AM5 in the 10th generation. So what is it going to be? 1800 X3D? No, it's going to be 10,800 X3D or something like that. So I'm going to upgrade then, and I'm thinking hopefully in the GPU market that the GPUs are looking a lot better there. I like the 97 XT. I don't think it's that much worth the price over a 3090, to be honest. The 3090 is, from what I can tell, is not that far off of it. You know, 20 to 30 frames. That's kind of what we're doing here right now. But you understand my dichotomy of it. If I get that 9070 XT, then I have to go AM5. And right now it doesn't really make any sense, because I only grade at 1440p. So who knows, I might rock this thing until this whole wheel falls off. So if you learned anything on this video, understand that the games you play matter, the monitor you rock matters. You gotta think smart. So for me, thinking smart, this thing is locked in. This CPU GPU combo is locked in. We're not gonna go any more on here. Everything else that's gonna happen, it's going to be a whole new system, and it's going to be AM5, and it's going to be whatever the latest is then with the GPU and CPU. And we're going to definitely stay with AMD on the CPU. I'm definitely going to rock X3D. AMD is blowing my mind. And this CPU is 4 years old. I'm 4 years behind the bandwagon. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.